Wireless FelixKeeb Choc V1 Split Keyboard Review. Real results worth knowing about. My wrists ached by 2 every afternoon. Not sharply, just that dull, grinding protest whispering something is wrong. I ignored it for months because switching keyboards felt complicated. One evening, after a 5-hour session, I could not flex my fingers without wincing. That quiet, creeping discomfort is more common than people admit. Does it sound familiar to you right now? The problem runs deeper than sore wrists. Every hour of tension pulls focus apart. Decisions get hazier, and a simple writing session starts feeling like physical endurance. That burning tightness becomes a slow tax on everything you produce. One developer described it as working mentally one-handed every single day. A genuinely better way exists, and it is much closer than you think. Then I discovered the wireless FelixKeeb Choc V1 ortholinear split keyboard with ZMK firmware and hot pluggable 64-key Bluetooth low-profile design, and everything about my desk setup shifted. Do not just grab any split keyboard. Make sure it has genuine low-profile hot swap Choc V1 sockets with pre-flashed ZMK firmware, so you never deal with painful firmware compilation, soldering disasters, or a half-built keyboard collecting dust for weeks again. The FelixKeeb arrives pre-flashed. Plug in, connect via Bluetooth, and you are typing within minutes. The ortholinear split layout positions each half at shoulder width, reducing the inward rotation that causes most wrist strain. Hot swap Choc V1 sockets let you change switches without soldering. Onboard JST battery sockets eliminate power soldering entirely, while physical power switches protect battery life intelligently. Socketed MCU modules let you upgrade core components without a soldering iron. A content strategist racing a client deadline nearly abandoned her session due to wrist pain. She switched to the FelixKeeb midweek and finished 2 hours early, with her wrists completely settled. Bluetooth latency averages 5 milliseconds, and the long-term story only gets more compelling from here. The real transformation with the wireless FelixKeeb Choc V1 ortholinear split keyboard happens gradually, then all at once. Day 1 feels unfamiliar. Day 7 feels deliberate. Day 30 feels like you could never return to a conventional staggered board without noticing everything you gave up. An ergonomic hardware specialist noted that the split ortholinear design genuinely reduces finger travel, while the low-profile chalk switches keep your hands naturally flat, a detail most keyboards miss. A mechanical keyboard reviewer called the pre-flashed ZMK firmware a revelation for anyone who has abandoned a keyboard project halfway through a firmware nightmare. An industry analyst observed that wireless split boards with hot swap capability are the fastest growing category among productivity professionals, and the FelixKeeb sits confidently at that intersection. One programmer coding 6 hours daily reported that wrist pain lasting 2 years disappeared within the first month. Results may vary, but the pattern repeats consistently across community feedback. The most common objection is the ortholinear learning curve. Expect 1 to 2 weeks of slower typing while muscle memory adjusts. But that is a one-time investment. Every day after feels more natural than the staggered layout you left behind. It compounds. What matters most right now? Eliminating wrist pain, going wireless, or finally having a keyboard you can truly customize? Drop your answer in the comments. The wireless FelixKeeb Choc V1 ortholinear split keyboard is the kind of upgrade that changes your daily relationship with your desk. Calmer wrists, a cleaner setup, sharper focus, and a keyboard that evolves with you over time. Thousands of programmers, writers, and ergonomic enthusiasts are already typing on low-profile split boards every day, quietly wondering why they waited so long. The link is in the description, first one pinned at the top. Click it, take a proper look, and experience the difference for yourself today.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.